Hello, welcome back to Shining from Within, the podcast where we explore the infinite amount of power and potential that lies within each and every one of us. I am your host with the most, Genevieve, and tonight we're going to discuss what I'm going to title as the doors of language. You heard that right? The doors of language. And this has come about based on a conversation that I had with my very wise brother, and I'm going to just share a few tokens of that wisdom that he shared with me. And I feel like it's very important because this actually might resonate with you and certain experiences you've had, and it might open up your mind to even greater experiences, greater opportunities. And so it was early this evening. We were having a discussion about how certain people might be limited by language. It's all language. When you look at it, everything is a language. Looking at the experiences that you've had, or the opportunity or lack of opportunities that you've had, it all stems from what is known as language. Take for instance, look at it like this, like a hotel. A hotel has multiple doors. And one other thing I should cite is a hotel also has different kinds of rooms. Let's just put it plainly like that. So we have some rooms that are VIP rooms, yeah, and I feel like others are like maybe is it medium income? Anyway, it's in categories. Let's put it in 3 categories. We have the VVIP, then we have like the middle income, and then we have the like the lower income class. Yeah. So now with language, you might miss out on an opportunity if you do not understand what is happening in the VVIP room. So take for instance, you are living in this day and age and you'd want to make a change in your life. You need to understand certain things or certain ways that things are done. That's all language. It's very easy to miss out on an opportunity just by simply not getting what somebody says. I think when I was younger, in my teen years, I remember I was very rebellious, very stuck up. I think I was like a know-it-all type of teenager. I generally just grew up like it was either my way or the highway. I was never really one to bend to anybody's whims or whatever. So now the problem, that's a good thing in some situations, because you're not easily swayed by people and situations. But this put me at a disadvantage, because at the time my brother had started his fitness journey, and at the time it was like it was like, he would talk to me about it. It's like you stress a lot. At the time I was so stressed. I was like, I need to have this money, I need to be working, but at the same time I wasn't even in school yet, and I was plagued by like grown pains, and I was just a kid at the time. And my brother just put it to me plainly. He's like, most of these things that you're worrying about, you're not even there yet. This is not even time for you to worry about stuff like that. And at the time I just thought like, this guy, no one gets me, I'm not like anybody, which is true. But he pointed out something. He said, what you could do while you stress, try to work out. And now you can only imagine what that sounded like, especially to a teenager that's like very rebellious, just they think they know it all, and it just sounded like a whole load of, rubbish, and I just set it aside and ignored it. I feel like it was like a good year or two before I actually took it seriously. And that's all language. I got to a point where I made a decision. I was like, what am I stressing for? Let me try this out. Let me see what's this, what do I have to lose, And I just got an app which he had advised, of course, and I tried it out the first time. How it is, especially you guys who are on this fitness journey. It hurt, but there was a certain type of peace, a certain type of relief that I can't quite explain. And that's how the mind opens up to certain things, and that's language. That's also a language. And I said to myself, I have lived 18 good years and I didn't know about this other side of life. Like, there are people out here who get to feel this on a daily basis. The relief, there's a certain type of relief that you get after a workout. I can't really compare it to anything in the world. And after I felt that I have never looked back. I might procrastinate here and there, but never really depart from it, because now fitness is just a part of my life. So that's the thing, like, even that fitness, like awakening to that fitness journey or that fitness side of life, that's a door of language. That's language. So imagine you're living your life the way you are today and you are comfortable, not like you are comfortable in your domain, but try to open your mind to the different types of language, different types of situations, because there is so much more to life. There's so much more that I haven't discovered, that you haven't discovered, and it's up to you to take it up and take the step, take that leap of faith and decide, let me try this out. Let me find out what the people on the other side live like. Like, let's see what that life is about, What do you have to lose? We only have this one life to lead and to live before we surrender it back to our maker, because the fact of the matter is, as long as you are born, you have to die. I will have to die one day. And before that happens, I have accepted life as it is. I have accepted to live a life filled with meaning, filled with opportunity. I feel like when you make the decision that you'd like to live a wholesome type of life, certain doors open to you. So this isn't more about me. I'm just citing a few examples from my life. But one thing, I feel like life is about doors of language. It's not just about the linguistic part of things. It's like certain things happen in certain places, or certain situations happen in a certain way or a certain form of alignment. It's very hard to explain. Like, when you look, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. That's one thing. Certain things won't happen until you are ready for them. It's like how they say, when the student is ready, the master will come, or the teacher will appear, or something like that. So that's the thing. Like, in life, be open-minded to finding out what's happening on every side, every sphere of life. You don't have to take part, but just try to find out, like, okay, so what is this about? Be curious, What is that about? What if I try this out? Your life, you might just transform your life forever. And I feel like it's the most exhilarating type of experience and feeling when you discover something that, that's like mind-blowing, and you just feel like, oh my God, look at all the time that I spent, and I could have gone my whole life without, knowing this. But alas, you know it, and you are alive, and that's part of the magic of life. So thank you for tuning in.